Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing an RDA review and build for the Bonza RDA, which is from the Vaping Bogan and Vandy Vape. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we are with the Bonza RDA by the Vaping Bogan and Vandy Vape. This is a sample pack. This hasn't been released yet, but the packaging will of course be different once it's been released. This is just the reviewer pack. This one is in black, and this is just the packaging. Again, it's not a complete packaging, or else it would have all the information on the back of what's included and things like that. So yeah, so this is the packaging, and what I did do was go ahead and take the little tools out from the bottom so that we can see them now, because I know that you hate seeing me struggle to pull this up. So yeah, so we've got that. We've got the RDA, which has the Vaping Bogan logo on it. It is like an engraving, so it's not really easy to see really. So we've got that. It does come with the Ultim drip tip as well as a Delrin drip tip, and then it does come with the 510 drip tip adapter as well, which is awesome. Also in the bag, you are going to get the squonk pin, which everything should have a squonk pin now, right? And then you've got your mini screwdriver, and then your Allen key, and then of course some additional screws, which these are Phillips head. So you have them in case you don't like the flathead that they come with. And then of course it's got the post screw as well for you, just in case you lose it or take it out or whatever. So let's go ahead and take out the RDA and have a look at this. And here's the RDA, and on the bottom it does say Bonza. It's a little dirty. I put my fingerprints and everything on this already. Let's wipe that off. I'm sorry. I'm like really like, that is driving me like insane. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's shine this up for you guys. There we go. Oh, I hate when it gets dirty after washing it and then you don't dry it right. Okay, so there we go. And then of course it's got the Vaping Bogan signature here, as well as manufactured by Vandy Vape. It's got the serial number, your 510 pin, which does protrude, so you can use that on a hybrid. It does have the insulation there. That's where your extra pin would be, screw would be, that's in here. So if you lose it, you don't have to worry about it. It does have some different airflow. It's actually got, what, 15 holes here. So that's 5 times 3, 15 holes on either side. It is a dual or a single coil RDA, which is awesome. And then, yes, I didn't mention the drip tip. Look at this drip tip. This is a food grade resin drip tip that comes with it, which I think is awesome that these are now coming with the RDAs. To me, it makes me want it more because I think that it looks better. And then of course you've got your top cap. Top cap is really machined well. There are no sharp edges. As I mentioned, it does come with single coil option or the dual coil option, which personally I think that's fantastic. I recommend that for any RDAs, because sometimes you just want a single coil build. I've done it in the Icon. I do that a lot on the Icon. I like the single coil better than the dual coil for my vaping needs at certain times, and I like having that option. So I think that that's awesome. And then of course you've got your barrel here. Let's go ahead and take that off. And then this is where you've actually got the engraving. It's not chiseled deep, so it's like literally just some engraving on it. You've got your airflow options, and then there's nothing on this side. And this is, I think it's called like a matte black, that this one is. So yeah, so that's that one. I'm going to put that over there, and then we'll look at the star of the show. Here is the deck for you. This is a 24 millimeter RDA, and it does have, it says a 2 millimeter deep juice well, and then you've got the 4 screws, which are all flat heads. And as you loosen them up, this right here, this flap right here will drop as you loosen it. So watch, see, oops, trying to see in the viewfinder. There you go, see? And that way you can put in your leads there, and then the ones on the outside are just regular like you're used to, which is just the lead holes. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do a build on it. Also with the 510 pin, or the squonking pin that it does come with, which I think is another fabulous thing with the squonking pin, it'll actually disperse evenly because it's going to be about flat with the base of the deck. So the juice, when you squonk it, is going to come up and disperse evenly. That's what it's supposed to do. So I'm not actually going to do this in squonking mode, but if I was, I wouldn't have to worry about it. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my mod because, as you know, my ohm reader is still not working, and I just haven't gotten another one. So we'll go ahead and loosen up all the screws because we're going to go ahead and do a build. And I am actually going to use some fused claptons that I got from Coil Clout. I'll be leaving that information down in the description below. And if you actually place an order and use Vandy Vapes as your code, you will get 15% off of your total order. And he makes all different kinds of coils, from fused claptons to Fralians and aliens and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you want to check them out, they will be in the description. So we've got those open. So let's go ahead and get the coils. And I've got two right here. Okay, so these are the coils that I'm going to be using. Again, these are fused claptons. They're 2x26 gauge with 36 gauge wrapped nichrome 80s. They are wrapped on a 3mm ID, and they should be ohming out at about a 0.18. And again, these are beautiful. Love it. So I always, as usual, do use a screwdriver just to place my coil. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this one in the upper side and then this one in the lower. I don't know why I always try to look through the camera when I'm showing you, because it just makes it a little bit harder. There we go. I'm just going to put them in here and then just push that up a little bit to hold them in place. And then I'll screw those down. Okay, screw that down. And then I'm going to screw this one down. And then me personally, I like to cut off my leads right away so that I can get to the other side. And I'm just going to push that over a little bit and tighten it up a little bit more. And tighten it up a little bit more now that I've moved it. And then we'll go ahead and clip these leads. There we go. Make sure your leads are not stuck in there. That happened to me one time. One time only, because Vandy learns. Let's go ahead and do this one. Oops. Come on, focus. There we go. And then again, I'm going to be doing the one side up, one side down. Okay. And this one, there we go. It's going to be a little bit harder to clip my leads on this side, so I'm just going to lower this down a little bit. Now I'll raise it back up afterward, and then I'll put them in. It's not that one, it's just this one over here. Just trying to get it over where I can see it. There we go. Okay, put that in. Gonna go ahead and lift that up. That one I can't lift up, so we'll just hold that in place. Tighten this one down. Go, tighten this one down, and I'll position them once it's all tightened down. I don't know, for me personally, flathead screws are a little bit harder to deal with. No, it's not because of my nails. It's because of the fact that it's hard to grip. I think that with the Allen screws or the Phillips head screws, it's just easier to grip. It's just easier to hold. They don't slide apart. But that's just my personal opinion. Everybody has their own preferences. You know, somebody might like it better, and that's their opinion. So what I'm going to do is actually move this over. This is going to be a biatch to get to. So I'm going to try to lower this and raise this. Okay, with it. There we go. And then I can get to it. See? Vandy has her ways. Method to my madness. Oh, yeah. Did it get you? Okay. Well, I hope it did. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. All right. Now I can position my coils. What I want to do is line it up with the airflow. So I'm just going to gauge where the airflow is. So, yeah, that should actually be perfect right there. Make sure that these are nice and lined up. One last tightening over here. I actually want to push this one in a little bit more. I'm a perfectionist. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh, out of focus. Sorry about that. Let's straighten this up a little bit more. Okay, and clip off that extra. He doesn't like the extra. There we go. And I'm going to grab my other screwdriver just to make sure that this is down tight. Before we start firing, always make sure that your leads are down tight. Make sure that they're away from the center. You do not want them touching metal, and you don't want it too close to the edge because you don't want it to touch the top caps. So those look good. Looking good on this side. Looking a little bit, need to lift this one up just a hair on this side. There we go. So I'm ready to start firing them, and then we can wick it. So let's go ahead and start firing. One of my favorite parts here. Turn that down. I love when I start seeing like the glowing colors and things like that. Okay, so let's start it. Got my ceramic tweezers ready. Always make sure that you're using ceramic tweezers. You don't want metal touching metal. Just lightly strum it. You don't need to strum it too hard, just lightly. Get out the hot spots. Squeeze them together. To the other side, squeeze it together. This one's starting to heat up nicely. Trying to keep it in view, which is always a lot helpful. Go. All right, this one's starting to light up now. Got a hot spot over here I'm catching. Sorry about those hot spots. Oh yeah, starting to glow up nicely now. I think this is like my favorite part of the whole thing, is actually glowing the coils. There we go. Got another hot spot. On this side, look at the colors. These coils are always beautiful. Everything I get from Coil Clout, like, it comes out with these beautiful colors. Makes me love them even more. Gotta get you some Coil Clout. Look at those colors. And they heat up beautifully. Look at this. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna let this cool down and go ahead and wick her up. Okay, and as usual, I'm going to be using the Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition, which is my favorite cotton. And I've gone ahead and cut some off of here, so we're gonna go ahead and just rip some off. Get a feel for it. Rip a little bit more off here. Yeah, that feels about right. We'll start wicking it up. Zoom in for you. There you go. Okay, put that through. Okay, nice and tight, but not too tight. And then we'll do the other side. I love my coils. Yes. Put that one through. Come on. There we go. Yep, this one's bunched in the middle. Straighten it out a little bit. There we go. Okay, so not too tight, not too loose. And as usual, where are my tweezers? Got to tweeze it out a little bit because I like to fluff out my cotton. Everybody knows me, knows that I like to fluff out my cotton. Fluff that out, and then we'll go ahead and trim it up. And this is a 2mm deep juice well, so yeah, we've got plenty of room there. Go ahead and cut that. that. A little bit more, only because, well, just because it's mine, I can do that. Get my tweezers out. Just go ahead and put them in. Look at that. Look how deep that is. Wow, I'm loving this so far just for that. So there we go. We've got plenty of space. Other side. Wow. This is a good starter RDA for sure. There we go. We got our airflow open. We've got our coils done and looking pretty. So let's go ahead and juice her up. And today for the juice, I'm going to be using... Where is my juice? I still had it in my bag. Totally forgot to get out of my bag. It's going to be the Coil Spill RKOI Strawberry Champagne Yum. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Turn this up a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and prime my cotton. I suggest doing that. That way your cotton is actually saturated from the inside of the coil out. And you won't have any like ramp up time or any type of cotton taste. Plus this kendo is just like fabulous. I really love it. I've tried so many other cottons. I like the texture, I like the feel of it, and I like how it wicks. So it works for me. Go ahead and wet the rest of this. Get her ready. I am so excited and I smell my RKOI. This stuff is like amaze balls. For real. Like I seriously love it. My favorite juice ever. Been that way for a while now. Okay, so we've got that juiced up. Gonna go ahead and make sure that this is on dual coil configuration, which it is. Go ahead and put my top cap on, and it's time to go up top and have a vape. So let's go up top. Okay, so here we are back on top with the, what is this? The Bonza RDA. Bonza Bogan, yeah. And this again is from the Vaping Bogan and Vandy vape. And yeah, my coils are actually coming out to a 0.17. As I said, it should be a 0.18. So 0.17, 0.18, that's awesome. And let's go ahead and have a vape. Tremendous airflow. Tremendous airflow. Wide open, I am getting good flavor. Another reason why I love to use my RKOI is because I know exactly how this is supposed to taste. I do taste the fresh strawberries, which is what I'm going for, and I want to make sure that I could taste that. I really do like this drip tip. I like that it's nice and thick. It's not getting hot at all. I am going to close down the airflow and see how that goes. So I've got it, because everything you do to one side will happen on the other. So I've got it halfway closed, a little over half on both sides. So let's go ahead and have a vape. The flavor just got enhanced by like 50%. It's really, really good. I taste the fresh strawberries and the champagne, and I know my flavor. So very, very good flavor. I like that it's easy to build on, as you saw. I love, love, love the fact of, we're doing pros and cons, by the way. I love the fact of the deep juice well. I don't like dripping every 5 seconds. I like to be able to drip, take a few, you know, like at least 10 pulls, and then go ahead and re-drip. I don't like dripping like every 2-3 pulls. I like the fact that it comes in single or dual coil configurations. That to me is very, very important. I like to have that option. Even if I didn't want to build a single coil, I think that that option should be there. I love the fact that it brings the squonk pin because, well, like everybody squonks now, right? I love that. Again, this is like a really, really easy build deck. I love that part. The things I don't like, the flathead screws. I don't like those. I'll be totally honest. I don't like it because you can slip easier when you're trying to tighten down the coils with the flathead. Some people like them. That's great. Personally, I would rather either have a Phillips head or the Allen the Allen screws, forgot what they're called, but the grub screws. That's just my personal opinion. That's not, you know, again, this is all based on my personal opinion. I like the fact that it's a 24 millimeter. I wish they'd come out more with like 26 millimeter. I think it's time. But I do like it. I love the look of it. Another thing I don't like is that it's hard to see that. I would have liked that to have been chiseled in more. So it would be like, it would be flush where you could barely feel it. I would really, really have liked that to be, because it's such a, it's a nice little logo on it. I really like that, but I don't like the fact that you could barely see it. I don't want it to just be a plain black RDA. I would like to see that. I do like the airflow. And I love, if you see close, you see that knurling on the top? It's really, really pretty. It's really pretty, and it's easy to grip and turn. I love, love, love that. So the only things that I've come up with so far is basically those screws and the logo on here. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else. Nope, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So if you like the review, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I did start a Patreon page, so I'm going to have some giveaways and things like that on my Patreon page. If you want to check that out, the link will also be down below. I got to take another big. I'm telling you, the flavor on this is really good. Yum. If you want to catch me on any of my social media, that will also be below. I'll be leaving the links of where you can find this. I've only found it at the Vandy Vape website, but I'm going to take a look and see where else I can find it, and I'll put that in the link below or in the description below. Please, to see the description so that you get the full details, if you're on a computer, you click see more and it'll open it up, or if you're on a phone or an iPad or a device of that nature, like a smartphone or something, if you hit the little arrow on the right, it'll actually drop everything down as well. So yeah, until the next one, bye.